When planning your retirement, there are lifestyle changes that you will inevitably have to consider. Changes in your daily routine, finances, and where and how you choose to live. The idea of moving home later in your life can seem daunting, raising questions about your independence and quality of life going forward. In today's episode, we focus on independent retirement living and exactly what that means in 2012. We visited residents and staff at some of Churchill Retirement Living's flagship developments to find out more.
There are three different types of options for retirement living. One which is the nursing home, the care home, which will be private operators. They then have what you call assisted living, which is a stopgap between retirement living and a care home. It tends to be very independent living, but you'll have facilities such as restaurants, you have some medical assistance within the development, or there's the retirement living, which is what we specialise in at Churchill Retirement Living, which is very independent retirement living.
Retirement here, we still have owners that work here, so they're sort of semi-retired and they are independently living here, so most of them are quite able to do a lot of things. So our ranges here are sort of the early 60s up into the 90s. Sort of the mid-range is about 75.
What we do find is that a lot of our customers that come along and visit our developments say that they're not actually yet ready for retirement living. And once they have made the move and they've moved in, they've decided that retirement living is for them, they wish they'd done it years earlier. It tends to be because there's such a great community within our developments. It may be that the customer who is looking to move into retirement living has been very lonely in the past. Her husband's just died, she's feeling very vulnerable, very lonely. And once they move into a Churchill Retirement Living development, we have a lot of activity for them to get involved in.
Choosing to move to a retirement living development is very much like moving to any community, but with the added amenities, expert personnel and services that make all the difference to those who may feel more vulnerable at this stage in their lives.
Good morning, Barbara.
Morning.
How are you?
Fine, thank you. And
What
you?
have you been up to?
I've just been to the shops and then I've had a nice walk along the beach.
Oh,
On the
wow.
way back, and here I am.
Is it nice weather out there?
Beautiful, lovely today, thank you.
I'm glad I caught you. I just wanted to mention about the coffee morning on
Right.
Thursday.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so if you're able to come, 10:30.
Oh, I will. Yes, lovely. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Mhm. Nice meeting you.
Yes,
See you
thank
again
you.
soon.
Yes.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. I've only been here a week and it already feels like home. I've settled in very well and I'm near my family, so I'm sure I've made the right decision to come here. And everything is of a very high standard, every convenience you could wish for, and so many little thoughtful things that they've incorporated in the apartments, like plugs halfway up the wall and, well, many features, too many to mention really. But no, I've settled in very happily. I've yet to meet some of the other people, but they have arranged a coffee morning that we can all get together and get to know each other, so that's very nice too.
All of our developments we build within a half-mile walk to local amenities such as the shops, supermarkets, chemists, doctors' surgeries. Also we locate them on bus routes so they're always easy accessible to the town centres. We build our developments in locations such as seafronts, close to the beach, on parks, all town centre locations. All of our developments are very similar in design. They all have 1-bedroom and 2-bedroom apartments. We have an owner's lounge, we have a guest suite, and we have the laundry room. We also have well-being suites in our new developments that we're developing now.
My husband and I chose here because it's by the sea and we liked the concept of Churchill, the energy efficient apartments, and the way everything is there if we need it. At the moment we're hale and hearty, but later on we may not be. And there's a big plus here that we used to have to get the car out to go to the doctors. Here we can walk down the road, and it's such a short walk that even if you felt really ill, I think you could still make it to see the doctor rather than asking him to come out. So all in all, it's a good move.
Within our developments, we have a lot of activities go on. Our management company, Millstream Management Services, employ the lodge managers for each development, and it's the lodge manager's responsibility to ensure that there's plenty of activities going on for the residents.
The lodge manager, they look after the building, make sure everything's maintained, the gardens, the windows, the lift. We do internet shopping. If they have any problems in their apartments, then we rectify it and get that all sorted for them. And we also organise events for the owners, coffee mornings, fish and chips, lunches, going out, theatres, all sorts of things.
I can go through things step by step with them, how to use the laundry facilities and how everything operates here. And also the security side, you know, people are very grateful that lodge managers are on site for that reason.
I'm Keith Aston. I work for Churchill Retirement Living. I do the customer service, little jobs for people, and get to know the customers. So it's nice to introduce yourself to the people, and they can become very friendly with you, and you care for them, sort of thing. You know, get to know them really well.
Good morning, Andrew. All right to do my shopping this
Yes,
morning?
of course it is. Come on in. You okay?
Ooh.
All right.
We offer internet shopping for the owners that aren't able to get out and about, or really just want the interactive with somebody else so that they can, you know, order their shopping. And it's actually quite social, because when the ladies or gents order their shopping, you know, it's quite a social thing actually. You know, we have quite a laugh doing it. It means that they don't have to worry about getting on buses or, you know, carrying shopping bags back or getting taxis. For the heavier items, you know, they can do that over the internet with myself.
I can't get about very well, so I can't get to the shops, and I don't drive. So I found that most useful. That was one of the reasons I saw they did it here. So, you know, I thought it'd be a good idea. Yeah, I find it very useful.
My parents-in-law lived in a lovely bungalow on a small estate, had lovely gardens, but they never used to see anyone. You know, they used to go to work, they'd come home, and that would be their life. They wouldn't get to see anyone because they were in their own bungalow. They then moved into one of our developments in Highcliffe, in Dorset, and they actually used to do my gardening. But one day I got an envelope from them, a round envelope, where they resigned from working for me, doing our gardening. And they're very keen gardeners. And the reason for this was because they'd moved into one of our developments, that it completely changed their lifestyle. They had new friends, they were going on outings. It was fabulous for them.
It wasn't anything he said about us moving it was our decision to move into it. It was time for us to move into a retirement. We'd thought about other options, but...
And they happened to mention that there was a flat going in the building we're in, and we just took a casual drive out to look at it, and it's just a matter of time went by, we began to think the idea sounded attractive. So there we are, and we didn't make a mistake. It's been the best move we've ever made.
And I've made so many friends, I can't believe it. And I haven't had many friends for years, simply because we worked all the time together. We never went out anywhere.
And you have the options of either socialising a good deal or not, according to your taste, as and when.
But it's secure, and that's one of the things I do like.
Security is another.
It's brilliant.
Right, yeah. Yeah, you can come back to your home, relax completely. You're in safety. Everything, the places are designed to be lived in by people of our age group.
Most people really enjoy their stays at the lodge, and we become really friendly, and they get to trust you, and it's a nice environment for them to be in. It's you know, I like to care about them, and there's a lot of ladies on their own, and they need to be able to trust you, and it's really nice. We have little jobs. It's not a lot of work. It's just mainly small jobs that we do for people. But it's nice that they can trust that the jobs can be done, and quickly as well, really. That's fine.
There's always somebody here, you know, throughout the day, or always just a phone call away, or, you know, can I come down and have a cup of coffee with you? And the other social side of it, they do many social activities here throughout the week.
There's something going on. If you want to join, you don't have to, it's up to you. But it's there.
We've got an excellent manager that organises all that kind of thing, and any problems that we might have.
It takes that off of you. You don't have that worry. You know, you can think, oh, she'll sort it out for you, which is good. And when you're older, you can't always do that. You think, oh, you know, you're getting a... But we love it.
Welcome back to part 2. We've been chatting with resident owners and staff from Churchill Retirement Living Developments. MD Spencer McCarthy explains why he believes their residents choose to invest in the retirement living lifestyle.
Typically, we find our purchasers are moving closer to family. They may have recently been widowed, the children have flown the nest, and they're now maybe living 50 miles away from mum, who's feeling very vulnerable and lonely. So with our developments being ideally located to local amenities, shops and so on,
I absolutely love to see how people develop after they've moved in and take the pressure off themselves. In fact, one of my new owners has said to me she's never felt so young. She's moved in, she's got a lot less work to do. She's got a lot of support with her the friends and neighbours coming in to see her. It's enabling her to live independently with a husband who's not very well at the moment. And she's just said that she's not managed walking up and down stairs. She's feeling rested and a lot younger than she ever did. She wished she'd have done it earlier.
Now, we find that a lot of our developments are well located, very good security, and for peace of mind, really. You know, giving the children, knowing that their mum or their dad, mum and dad, are now safe and secure in a retirement living development.
Just down the road, more or less, to Boscombe East.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Now
I've been there 20 years.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we were in Bedfordshire, so we've come a long way.
You have, haven't
yes,
you? Yes.
I grew up here on Portland,
Mm-hmm.
and I've always wanted to come back near the sea. So this is what we've done.
Lovely.
And
yes.
We've left all the children behind, and they're devastated actually, but they've been down and stayed. The first week we moved in,
lovely,
and
yes.
They love it, and I think they'll be down a lot. So
I'm sure they will.
Yes, that's
yes.
good.
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
especially as it's by the sea.
That's
and
right.
So near to everywhere as well,
yes.
isn't it?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I don't ever feel that it's sort of old as such, you know what I mean? There's plenty of life here, shall we say, and so really, and it also, I mean, from my point of view, it takes a lot of worry off me because the support is there, and also, as I say, I just enjoy it, so, you know.
We have lots of different things going for us, you know, here. They have different outings and different shows, and we have quite entertainment in here. We have for it.
I think retirement's the way forward, without a shadow of a doubt. And the most important thing is that these owners that have had the courage to accept that they can no longer take care of their own properties and their own gardens. Have chosen Churchill because obviously the apartments and the buildings are beautiful, well maintained, well looked after, but there's also this sense of community and lifestyle that attracts them.
People like to plan for their retirement well ahead, and they want security and independence. They are concerned for their families that they don't have to have the worry about them. So they're planning to look after themselves, move into an apartment, have independent living with security and friendship.
People approaching retirement age often fear becoming isolated, feeling cut off and vulnerable in later life. Choosing to move to a retirement living community can help lay those worries to rest. Resident owners find that they soon become part of a new community, full of life and variety, along with people in a similar position. It may not be for everyone, but for those who question whether retirement might lead to isolation or loneliness, a community like this could be the answer.
All Churchill Retirement Living apartments are sold on a 125-year leasehold. However, that doesn't stop if they choose to or decide to sell their apartment. They can openly sell their apartment on the open market by using estate agents, or we offer a service where we, through our management company, Millstream Management Services, can offer to sell the apartment for them at the competitive rates that estate agents offer. By choosing our management company, we also help to sell the lifestyle of the development. We're not just selling a 1 or a 2-bedroom apartment, because in retirement living it is the whole lifestyle.
Once you've retired, this is what you need.
Yes, I think have done it early, but we're glad we have done, and we'd recommend it to others, yeah, because it takes a lot of pressure off you actually. When you come from a big house, you can just leave it, lock it all up, go. Yes.
Yeah, that's the good thing about it, isn't
yes,
it? Yeah.
Yes, yes.
You don't have to keep thinking, oh, I've got to do this and I've got to do that.
Yeah, yeah.
You can just go out when you want.
Yeah, yeah.
And with everything being so close to Bournemouth, as like Carolyn said, you can go for a walk, you can do anything. And then you come back and you feel safe because you're behind that door and no one.
And everybody's very good, very
friendly.
helpful, aren't
yeah.
they? Yeah,
yeah.
Many people find that that they don't need a mortgage for our development when they're buying one of our apartments in a development. However, there are mortgages available for retirement age, and these will depend on the value of the property that you're buying, the age that you're at, will depend on how much you can borrow. It also depends on things such as what your pension income is and what other income you have.
Of all the stages of your life, your childhood, you've got then the working life, and after your working life, there's only one more stage left, and the end of that one is not attractive. So I thought, for as long as you're working, you don't feel you're getting any older. But the time had to come when physically you're no longer able to do the things you did.
We thought giving up the garden, didn't we? Doing the gardening was going to affect us.
We began to find it hard work.
We were struggling a bit, to be honest. You know.
So the standard wasn't so good anymore, and we thought it's time to think about retirement.
But we do a bit of garden where we are in our flat. Just a bit of tinker, but we can do it and leave it if we want. It's up to you, which is nice. You know, so it gives you. You can go out in the garden and sit. It's lovely. You've still got it around you.
I actually don't think that age is the problem. It's an attitude of mind. And a lot of the people in here are young at heart, and therefore we all get on well with one another.
You've got to think about it, and it could be it can be a bit of an upheaval, which it was for me, as I say, because I had a large garden and that. Hello, Eve. And I didn't think I wanted to move, but yeah, I'm here, I'm settled now, so I'm content, you know. I'm happy, you know. I haven't got to worry about the garden, I've got to save myself money on the garden, so it's all right, no problems. You know?
Because my husband had a heart attack 6 years ago, followed by strokes, I knew ultimately I'd got to make some arrangements because it meant then I was doing everything, garden, which was quite large, and sorting out the house and everything. And you know you cannot continue in the way you are, especially as old age is approaching. They're just in their 70s now. And so you have to seriously think about it, but don't leave it too long, is my advice.
Retirement living is very independent. It's the concept and the style of living. You can be independent if you wish, or you can use the facilities, you can use the lodge manager to keep an eye on you. But as I say, it's very independent. It's just the style and concept of retirement living.
It should be independent living. It's not retirement living. You know, they need to be independent, be able to come and go as they please, but they need that bit of security. You know, so that's what's nice about it. That's what I like about it. And I think a lot of the owners come to understand that when they've been here a few months. You know, that it is more relaxing for them, and there's no big jobs to do at home and that sort of thing. You know,
coming into somewhere like this to live, it doesn't take away any of your independence. It is independent living. You can come and go as you wish, but we are here to help you with any problems that you may have. Certainly people that are on their own, it's a big bonus because you can make friends so easily, and too many people are on their own these days. But to come here, somewhere like this, is not a frightening thing. The biggest thing is making the first move and deciding to sell your own property, but you're coming into another one of your own properties. So there's nothing to be frightened of at all.
They've always got events. They like organised arrangements here. They like all the gatherings and the chit-chats, and it's one big happy family here.
For many people entering retirement, continuing to live independently in their later years is a real concern. The prospect of losing your independence is daunting, but the range of options is broadening, enabling people to retain their independence while enjoying companionship, support and safety as part of a positive community.